space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Hi and welcome back. I just want to go over some of the things I've been getting ready. I'm not sure if you can notice, but I've started getting the light blocking done. This has already had its second coat for the white, so that'll reflect any LEDs I put inside around, so it should light everything evenly. It's just got the first coat, which is black. The black helps stop any light, obviously, going through. I have been doing a couple of modifications. I've added, can we see that? These little round pieces of plastic inside the secondary hull right at the back. This is over the very last window, and that's where the strobe will be. Got the LED for that. So an LED will just sit in there nicely, hot glued in place. It should strobe nicely without affecting any of the other windows with the strobe, which I don't want to happen. I've already put these braces inside. These help with stability of the hull. But what I will be doing is just a piece of styrene going through the middle, which will hold in place on it. I'll be able to put LED strips. I haven't got my actual correct LED strips yet. They're coming next week. But they will fold over nicely held, so I'll have lots of light all length both sides in the hull. For when I finally put the saucer on, I've stuck a piece of brass tubing. This is some 3mm brass tubing which I have from another project. I had to buy a pack of it when I needed about 10 centimetres, so I've got loads of this. But this will hold 5 wires going through it, so my wires from the saucer won't go over any of these windows. I've been getting windows ready for painting because some of the windows are blacked out, so I'm just in the process of going over all of these and masking over all the ones I don't want to paint. I'm deliberately not following the instructions. The instructions only have one window correct as to the studio model, and that's this one on the port side, which is completely blacked out. And the reason it's completely blacked out on the studio model is we only ever see the model from the starboard side. So if you do the studio version, model version, this would be the port side. It'd have no windows in it whatsoever, and it'd have the wires that all go in there. So what they do for the models, and it's general practice, and what's been done on the remastered version is all the windows are just mirrored. But it's crazy that the only window that they've actually got accurate to the studio model is the one that is blacked out because it's never used. So I've been going over loads of original cuts and looking at studio model for all the others. So I've got them masking up to a really good match. Another thing that's annoying me, this model's great with all the windows being cut out in advance, or most of them. But if you see all these indentations, all these should actually be windows. And they haven't cut any of them out. They've just included decals to go over them. I've thought about it and I'm going to stick to just the decals, because I can't mimic the clear parts exactly inside these. I'm sure other people could, but I haven't got the skill set for that yet. And I don't want to be buying a load of extra stuff just to try it for a couple of windows. So I'm not going to bother with them. They're going to stay the same. There are a couple of inaccuracies on the windows on the hull. There's 3 of the windows in the wrong place. Or 2 of the windows in the wrong place. That window there should actually be at this side of them 2 windows. There should only be a window at the top and a window at the bottom on this section. That window shouldn't be there, but it should be down here instead. But it's nothing major, so, and they've done such a good job of matching all the others up, I'll let them off on that. What else have we done? We've got the bridge module sorted out for lighting now. So we've got a little piece of plastic in there. So our red LED will hold in place. We have another piece of plastic will go over the top to block that in. And then our white LED will just plonk through. So can you see that? Possibly not. But the white LED is there. I'll just use my cotton wool, pull bits of this off to fill up them holes. And that'll just help diffuse the light so I won't get a hot spot. I've been getting ready for the impulse engines. So I've increased the size of them holes so I can fit a couple of tiny little red LEDs through. I've sanded down the top to reduce its length, and I've also sanded the sides to make it flat, so when it goes through it'll sit nicely inside there. These have been cut out ready. I'll need to put something over the front. The rodent mesh I'm getting for the warp engines will probably go on there and look really good. For around the sensor ring, I've got another piece of plastic in place. That still needs a bit more light blocking, but I was really lucky. I've just my tubes that my solder comes in, I just emptied one, and it's exactly the right size to go over, so I just cut a piece out of the tube and stuck it over. So that saved loads of messing about with sheet styrene, trying to get it to hold in a tube. So that's all I've done on there. And then it's been starting to get loads of LEDs soldered to wiring. I haven't started cutting these yet for the LEDs, but I'll start getting the LEDs soldered up. I want to wait till my motors come in. I've ordered 2 N20 micro gear motors, which at 6 volts will turn at 60 revs per minute. I'm running at 5 volts, so it's not going to be a major drop in revolutions, and I think at this scale it'll hold. But the plan is the shaft from the motor is 1.3 centimetres, 30 millimetres, so I believe it'll come approximately that far out. I'm going to epoxy a little piece of clear plastic to the end, then that piece will stick on, so it'll rotate nicely. And my LEDs, I should just be able to fit inside there, all 5 of them. Be a tight fit, but I think I can do it. I think that's about all I've been getting on with so far. It's been mainly getting modifications. Something I will point out, when light blocking, if you notice, I've gone right round the edge, because I don't want paint on these edges where it's going to stick, and I've done that with the impulse engine, because that has to stick onto the back of the saucer. I've done it with the hull. This has had both coats of paint, so if we take a little piece off, can we see that clearly? But the plastic is all nice and no paint on it, which is exactly what I want. So it'll stick, so once I get my C8, my contact adhesive on it, it'll stick really nice. But for now, I think that's about everything I've got done. No further works on the electronics, because we're waiting for the motors. Once I get the motors, which hopefully will be next week as well, I will get them wired in with the chip, get it added to the sketch, probably do a short video just showing them working, and then I will do another video, because as promised I will share the entire sketch for the full lighting and everything. I will do a full video how to download the sketch onto your Arduino, how to transfer one part to the AT Tiny 85, the other part to the AT Mega 328. I'll put up the circuit diagrams, so it'll be there for you to copy my prototype electric boards for your own projects, adapt it, see how you get on. But for now, I think that's about everything. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Keep modelling, keep trekking. Thank you, and bye-bye for now.